Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Satya Mandal, professor in the School of Construction at RICS SBE. I see a host of students here, about 15 of you. So I welcome all of you to this webinar where we are going to talk about the rewarding careers for civil engineers. Uh, I hope all of you are civil engineers or architects, and therefore you'll take keen interest in this particular webinar. I'd like you to be interactive. Whatever be the question, you can type in your question box. I'll try and answer those questions in between also. Otherwise, towards the end, half an hour, I'll be taking up all your questions one by one. Uh, to begin with, I have been a man from industry almost 34 years. I spent my time with NTPC, Jayaprakash Power Venture, and then I'm here for last over 2.5 years now. And I can say that the construction industry in India is at the verge of total transformation, if I may say so, because our construction industry has been something where there is a whole lot of things which are desirable. So I'll start my presentation, go through the presentation, and then you'll have half an hour time for your questions. You can place your questions and I'll try and answer them. Uh, as you can see, the very first slide is how India is growing bigger. You know, the evidence of India growing bigger is there with us. We see that in our newspaper every day. And if we look at India in 2030, it is expected that India will become the third largest economy in the world. And we already see the sign of that happening every day. Now, basically, if you look at the construction sector as such, you know, construction sector is the second largest sector which contributes to the economy of India, or you can say GDP of India, next to the agriculture. And still, this should not make we the civil engineers or architects to be complacent. There's a lot of things which are desired for us to change. Some of the change will come automatically because of the change in the technology, change in the business environment. And there are something where all civil engineers have to change, that is their mindset, the way we think. And this slide, as you can see, that we have, we are contributing right now to the GDP, and which is growing at the rate of about 7 to 8%. And in the time to come, this is something which is going to grow bigger and bigger. And that's where I'd like all the civil engineers to at least change their mindset right now. If you look at the construction industry, we are really, we are struggling with a whole lot of shortcomings, like, the construction industry in India is highly uncontrolled. They are highly disruptive. They are wasteful. And when I talk of uncontrolled, disruptive, and inconsiderate, what I mean to say is that the total construction industry in India, in fact, the world over, this has gone in, but they have changed very far. They've changed long ago. Today, India is at the verge of changing. Today, we see the construction industry being utilizing all sort of the latest technology, latest equipment, and that has to change substantially. So let's proceed further. Now, if you look at the outlay in the construction industry, we find that a whole lot of investments are expected to come in the country. And as you can see here, about $1 trillion of investment is required, is going to come by 2030 in the construction industry. And all these, if you look at the kind of environment which is being created by the government of India. Recently, we have now from 1st of July, we are going to have a GST regime. That's also one of the enabling factor which government of India is trying to enable, trying to create a kind of atmosphere for the construction industry so that when the investment comes from outside, it should be easy for them to do business. Coming next, if you look at the kind of investment outlay, we see that you already are aware that we have Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, where we have a target of providing house for all by 2022, and then you have smart cities. You would have heard that we have planned about 100 smart cities in India. You would have also heard about the scheme which is known as Amrit, and that's named after our former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. And we also have another scheme which is known as a Hriday, which is nothing but it's the heritage city, the development of heritage cities, which is envisaged by the government of India. Now, apart from this, you would have seen a whole lot of emphasis on the present by the present government on Make in India. Now, Make in India is a concept that has to have a whole lot of enabling factor, and government is doing its bit. And obviously, we expect that the results in the time to come, we would be able to see the results. The results should be visible. Next is Digital India. Digital India is something that is evident. You see that happening every day, day in and day out. You would have also seen that the government is laying a whole lot of emphasis onto the skill development. Because, you see, what happens is that depending upon the unskilled laborer, dependence on the unskilled laborer will go absolutely out of reach. You will not be able to. We will not be able to meet all these targets unless we go in for a high, in a big way. We go in for a mechanization, and also we develop the skill. So based on these, in any case, the construction industry, if you really look at this particular slide, growing opportunity in the industry. It's the opportunity which is there now. How this particular opportunity is going to be utilized in India, it depends all upon the civil engineers, and you guys are all aspiring to be an MBA, and I'm sure that all of you will have to shoulder this responsibility in the development of India. As you can see in this slide, there would be an annual demand of about 4 million professional, annual demand of 4 million professionals. Now, 4 million professionals are not something that can be produced overnight. And that's where the preparation needs to, not only preparation, in fact, we'll have to go all out to see that we have skilled workforce, we have skilled professionals, trained professionals in our country to meet all these targets that the government of India has envisioned. Now, here comes the question of, are we prepared for it? To be very frank, we are not prepared as yet. We got to prepare ourselves, and that's where this particular course that we run in RICS SBE comes very handy. I can say for sure that the civil engineers which are produced in the country, the fresh engineers, when they come to the industry, they are like absolutely a blank, plain sheet of paper. They're not able to they're not able to contribute to the industry or contribute, or they don't understand the processes. And no wonder it's they don't understand the process. It's not their individual shortcomings. It's basically the skill which is needed in the construction industry, the kind of the kind of a training, the kind of education that you need for the construction management, project management. They are not simply not there in the engineering colleges, and it's not intended to be there. Engineering colleges or the colleges for architectural schools, they prepare the professionals to face the industry. They give you the basic background, and what thereafter what is required is that we ought to fill up, we ought to acquire those expertise in the construction management area, project management area, and I can only cite two very recent examples. If you look at industry in India, you look back the Commonwealth Games 2010. You also look at the story of Delhi Metro. Now, these are the two very contrast projects that has gone by, and for all the people who are there in NCR and in India, you'll see that Delhi Metro Phase 1 and Phase 2 uh, can easily be considered or is considered as a success project. Whereas Commonwealth Games, what went wrong? In fact, we had whole lot of experts there. We had whole lot of resources available there, and yet the project failed. Now these are the two examples. Don't go that far. Look at even Delhi Metro. Delhi Metro Phase 1, Phase 2 got commissioned on time with quality and all everything positive. Look at what is happening in Phase 3 of Delhi Metro. Now it's again there is a time overrun, and obviously when there is a time overrun, there would be a cost overrun, and that means we are running behind the schedule. We are we are incurring extra cost, and all these things speak badly on our project management practices in the country. Uh, Now, this I've covered. Why is it so? It's only because the curriculum which is there in the engineering colleges or School of Architectures, they are simply not designed for the professionals to straight away get into the industry. And of course, that maybe that background is needed, but what is needed for the professionals is to go through this kind of a this kind of a course as we have here for MBA in construction management, or and that enables you to be industry ready. Uh, Let me look at some of the questions that you have posted. What are the career prospects for quantity surveying? Quantity surveyors are very much in a demand. Not only they are in a great demand, there is a big paucity of this particular skill. Whereas we have a course uh, MBA in CPM and CQS, where we train the people in the quantity surveying. We are also RICS, as you know, stands for the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors. They basically their total background is on a quantity surveying and the allied areas. Uh, Deepak Malik is saying, क्या आपका इंस्टीट्यूट एजुकेशन लोन देता है? नहीं, this institution has nothing to do with the education loan. Education loan you will have to organize through the bank, and therefore I don't have to speak anything further. Paras Sood says, hello sir. So hi Paras. And any other question? I think there's one here. Let me see. Yeah, Mihir Shah, what is the scope of construction management field in India after completing it from Germany? Do they have job opportunities in India after completing its master from there? You see, if you are a master in construction management from anywhere, it doesn't matter whether it's from Germany, it's from UK or USA or anywhere. Basic, basic development or training that you get enables you to work for the industry, and therefore my answer would be yes. Uh, Raj, Rajvi, what is the name? Rajvi. I want to ask, what is the difference between construction project management and construction engineering management and construction technology management? Okay, now as far as the construction project management is concerned, project is like an entity. Like we are individual, we are an entity, and therefore it has all features. Similarly, a project will have initial stage, initial stage, execution stage, final stage, then the operation stage, and therefore managing the entire, right from the inception to the commissioning or to the operation, will be a part which will be taught or which will be made known in the project management. When it comes to the question of construction engineering management, you are now narrowing it down, the project requirement to engineering requirement. Engineering is one of the elements for project execution, and therefore engineering management would talk about the technology, the right kind of a technology, right kind of a efficient engineering, and therefore engineering management remains limited on paper. Construction technology management again is a part of project management, because project management overall talks of the in a holistic manner for the entire project, and therefore construction technology management is a part of project management. Nishant is saying, how do I choose between different types of MBA? Nishant, it's again something, it depends on you. How would you like your career to be shaped? Many people, after even MBA in construction management, may like to go in for a marketing. Many people may stick to the construction. Many people may like to choose different areas. Now, it all depends what is your aptitude. How would you like to shape your career in future, and what is the kind of a choice that you have for yourself? So, this is something that you can choose. As far as we here in the RICS SB are concerned, we have three streams. We have a school of construction, we have a school of real estate, and then we have a school of infrastructure. So you can choose any one of these three streams, and whatever suits your aptitude, you can pursue your degree in that. Let me not get swayed with the question answers right now. Let me just switch over to the presentation quickly. I would like to just finish off my presentation and then get on to your answering your questions. So if you don't mind, I'll switch back to my presentation for a moment. Okay. We talked about the lack of skilled professionals. This is something. This is something which I, as an individual, I really I'm apprehensive as to whatever is being planned by the government of India and whatever initiatives are taken. I get a feeling that the stage may come that we may fall short of not only skilled professionals. We will be terribly badly short in terms of the availability of skilled professionals to do the right kind of a job. And that's where we need a whole lot of people, whole lot of youngsters to get into any kind of a either project management, construction management, any kind of a degree where they can acquire skills. Because otherwise, all the fresh engineers, when they are posted at site, they will just be a spectator. They'll not be able to add value to it. And that's where I think we ought to be a little more concerned about it and do something. Now, here is another factor. Technology is fast changing the world. Now, it is 101% true. You know, I'll give you an example how India has transformed itself. I can look back about 10, 15 years back. Look at the communication um, that we have, the kind of development that we have in India, and what it was about 15 years back. Now, in 15 years back, many of you must have been, most of you must have been in the school. There, at that time, the mobile technology had just come in. A call charge used to be about 14 rupees per pulse. It's every pulse of I don't know how many minutes, about a minute or so, you pay 14 rupees, and 14 rupees of 2000 is today more than 50 rupees in 2017. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is that what happened in the field of communication, that has to happen. I wish that happens in the field of construction in India. Otherwise, if it doesn't happen, all these dreams that we have will remain unfulfilled. And that's where it's a challenge for all our young engineers to rise and do something, acquire the skill, and proceed ahead in the field and see that India grows, and India grows to that level as we are envisaging that by 2030 we'll be third largest economy in the world. Now, technology is something I can talk about. What is the kind of a technological embedment that we have in our courses? Um, you may have heard about building information modeling, BIM. Now, BIM has come in a big way. We, in our curriculum, we cover the whole aspects of BIM, how they are used, what they are used. And if you look at the virtual technology, which is coming, and this slide is for virtual reality, that's another area which is growing up so fast. Like today, for instance, if using the virtual reality, you can not only look at the plan elevation of your property, you can practically look at, a buyer can take the complete tour of the entire project from a different location, see how it is, what it is, and so on and so forth. Even the architects, if they use this particular technology, they can feel the design before they can build it, and therefore bring about whatever be the changes required in the design before they start planning for construction. The same thing happens for the urban planners. You know, today you can look at using the technology, you can use the digital terrain and decide and have a feel how exactly would you like to develop the land. And that's exactly there in the it is, and this is being used practically. This is being used in the industry as of today. And now coming on to this, technology is fast changing the world. So we are talking of internet. We're talking of the renewable energy. Now, this is something which is a global challenge, and I think India is trying to prepare itself in a appropriate manner. Today, most of the government, now I see that the particularly Haryana government, I think last week only brought about a kind of a regulation where any new property which is developed, at least 5% of its total power they will have to generate themselves using any kind of using solar power or whatever that they want to use as a part of initiative for the renewable energy. And these changes are coming, regulators are there to, but again, again we need a change in mindset so that we become, you know, one with the regulator, we become one with the developer, and that's how we can proceed in this journey. Now, this is another, you would have seen drones. They are largely used for in the industry now, particularly to take the photographs. Those days are gone. I remember in earlier days, if you had to, I recall Chandrababu Naidu in Andhra Pradesh. In the government sector, he was the first one to use a satellite image to look at the kind of, there was some dispute related to the development of a Jugi cluster. So he said, so and so date, whatever was existing remains valid. Beyond that is unauthorized. And how to prove that? He picked up the satellite image of the two dates, and there it was. So using technology surely helps the government, helps the administrator to take appropriate decision. And you have the technology, as you can see, drones. They are very, very much in use for the facilities where you can look at the property, you can survey the property, you can do all sort of things by using this particular technology. Big data. Now, that's where India is on another verge, and all of us feel this, that by using Aadhaar data, by using simply the data has been captured. Now, today, your bank account is connected with Aadhaar. Your telephones are connected with Aadhaar. All your credit cards, anything that you do will be mapped. Can be mapped very easily. That's where the data, big data, will help to simulate things, and then that's going to help the country in a big way. And surely here, when we talk of a construction industry, it's going to help the construction industry too. Now, skill required for the future. It goes without saying that particularly we are all talking of construction industry, and that's where we would need to acquire the skills related to the construction, be it construction management, be it construction technology, be it construction material, be it anything related to the construction. And when you, and not only this, the system related to the award of the contracts, the system related to the project monitoring and control, the cost control, the time control, all these controls, these are the skill which need to be acquired, and then only perhaps will be a successful project manager. We can manage our projects well. Otherwise, we will just be talking, and we will not be able to make any difference in the project. Let's look at some of the courses that we have. As I said, we have MBA in Construction Project Management, and here you get the total of the 4 semesters that you will be spending with us will be totally dedicated, and holistically you will be taken to each and every aspects of the project, be it the material methods, construction material, construction methods, and construction technology, be it contracts management, be it sustainability, be it any aspect. You are holistically covered. In fact, we run this course, which is RICS accredited, and therefore this course is validated, which is a global course, you can say for sure. And that's where when I answered to Mihir, that whether you do the MBA in construction management from Germany or any other place, it doesn't make any difference, because it's a global degree, it's a global curriculum, and therefore it doesn't matter. And that's where this MBA in construction project management gives you a holistic view of a project. How are they planned? How are they executed? How are they controlled? How do you do the project planning, cost control? All aspects of project management is covered here. Next is MBA in Real Estate and Urban Infrastructure. This is another degree that we have, and here, uh, of course, here the emphasis is on the real estate and infrastructure, urban infrastructure, but we also teach the students uh, about the intricacies of construction, as well as the project management. But the emphasis remains on the development of real estate, and therefore, if you have an aptitude to do to go towards the real estate, you can choose this particular course. I would like to just say a few words in this. You know, the way we see the real estate today, uh, we get a feeling, we get a sinking feeling that what is going to happen. Because when we look around, we see all the projects are stalled. They are not, they're not gone. They have gone, they have created a skeleton, the work is not going on. It's a transition period. I'm sure that this is something which is not very encouraging. Yet I would like to say for sure that in the time to come, and that time is not far way off. My personal guess would be that by the end of 2018 or towards the last quarter of 2018, we will be able to see how these things have again started looking up. And by the time, let's say that if you get admission in 2017, you will graduate in 2019. That's another positive sign for your batch that when you come out, there would be a whole lot of requirements. Things would have changed quite a bit in the country, and therefore we can be hopeful that by the time you come out of the college, you will have no problem as far as the job or any such things are concerned. This year, yes, we tried to place everybody. In fact, I have a figure in front of me, placement figures, of course, but let me postpone it because I'm sure that your questions are going to be in this area, and therefore let me not touch this area right now. Then MBA in quantity surveying. Here, it's basically the MBA in construction management, but the emphasis is laid on the quantity surveying, how the quantity surveyors work, what are the intricate issues related to the quantity surveying, and there is a whole lot of emphasis on the cost control and cost management in this particular course. Okay, I quickly should finish it off. MBA in infrastructure management. Again, our country, I wouldn't say that we are doing what we should be doing as far as the infrastructure development is concerned. Still, some of the infrastructure projects like ports and harbors and we need to put a little more effort. However, this is another area where there's a whole lot of potential for the engineers to grow. Here we encourage the mechanical engineers, civil engineers, all sort of engineers. They can come in and they look at all aspects of the infrastructure management, starting from planning, finance, execution, everything. And therefore, it's another very important course that we run here at RICS. Then lastly, we have a PC diploma course in facility management, which is a year's course. And this is also a coming up area. As far as the facility management is concerned, it has been in the vogue for years. But here, when you go through this PG diploma, you go through all the aspects related to the facility management. And when you come out in the field, you are looked up as if the specialist of this particular area. Now, I think by and large, now, as I said already, RICS, we have an accredited degree by RICS, which is an RICS UK. They have almost 500 specialized built environment courses, which they have done the accreditation. And therefore, we are one of them. And when you join us, you can be assured that you are going through a curriculum which is a global accredited curriculum. These are the recruiters. I'll not get into the details. Now, I'd like to take up the, your questions. We are left with about 25 minutes, and I hope I'll be able to take all your questions now. Let's see if I can enhance this. Can this be enhanced? Anyway, Ashutosh. Okay, Paras. Ashutosh, have I answered Pushpak? Currently, I am preparing for engineering services examination, but is it feasible to start career with the private sector in today's date? Pushpak, it's your choice. I wouldn't like to affect your engineering services is a different cup of tea altogether. Whereas our course, when you get into the MBAs and in construction management or any of the field, it opens the vista for you. It opens the entire world for you to choose a job or choose a profession. And whereas engineering services, of course, you can go get into the government of India engineering job. I wouldn't like to say which one is right, which one is not right for you. This decision you will have to take. Ashutosh. Hello, Ashutosh. Any question? Then I'll see that. Mihir, I have answered your question. Ravi, I want to ask what is the difference of this. I have answered. Nishan, how do I choose between the types of MBA? This also I have answered. Let me. Now, Nishant, I have answered. Then, who is next? What makes RICS so special? Well, this question, a good question. RICS is the unique institute and the very first institute in India which gives you the MBA degree in construction management, construction project management, or real estate and urban infrastructure development, and as well as the infrastructure management. So, and plus we are our courses, our syllabus, our curriculum, they are accredited by RICS, which is a global accreditation body, and therefore that's what we are special in India. I wish the capacity of RICS would have been more and more, but I'm sure that if you look at in details, you'll get this answer for yourself. Next is quantity surveying is equal to estimating costing? Quantity surveying is not only estimating and costing. Quantity surveying is a whole lot of skill that you acquire to do the cost control. And in a project, cost is a major component. And you'll see today, if you look at the data in our country, you'll find that there are hardly any project where the time overrun and cost overrun is not there. And therefore, quantity surveying gives you the kind of a skill that you can use, and you can really be on dot as far as finishing the cost is concerned. And obviously, when you control the cost, time gets controlled. Parasud. Okay. Who's next? Rajshri Bhamik. Okay, sir, you're saying there is a lot of opportunity, but then why don't we see it? There are hundreds of jobs of computer science on the jobs. Okay, good. I think I wanted to talk about this. There was a time all of you would have gone through it. At least I've seen the total 15 to 20 years, last 15, 20 years. Most of the civil engineers doing a civil engineering degree and going in for a software development. I think that time should now, that trend must stop now. The civil engineers must look up towards the project, they must look up towards the construction, and it's not looking up, all right. I concede your point that right now, if we look at the construction in this industry, most of the projects are in the government sector, no doubt about it. Whole of the private sector, because of the inherent, because of very obvious reason which is known to you, you know, that India, I would say India upgraded itself from the economy, or rather, let's say some of the sector, like construction sector or real estate sector particularly, they were absolutely ruled, or they were highly unorganized. I wouldn't say unorganized sector, but demonetization played a big role in seeing what you are saying today. But that's just the beginning. I think we have a bright future ahead. We can hope that in times to come, and I don't see that time to be more than a year or two. So they should look up. Niket, sir, I am confused in choosing between CPM and CQS. You don't have to be confused. You will have to look at your aptitude. If you're good in computing, or good in keeping a kind of if you like crunching the numbers, or crunching the quantity, or doing the playing with the numbers, going for a CQS. If you like to be a project manager, or would like to have a holistic be a project manager, or get into the project management area, you can join CPM. And therefore, not much of difference, but yes, again, choice has to be made by you. Kush Patel, sir, please explain difference between all MBA courses offered by RICS. I think I did cover this. As I said, that we have three streams: MBA CPM, MBA RUI, and MBA Infrastructure Management. And then you have lastly the Facility Management, which is a diploma course, PG diploma course. So you can choose between that. Next is Ashutosh. Oops, what happened? Okay, sorry. Ashutosh. Yes, let me just, I think okay. Okay. You're saying, sir, which program is much more fruitful in the long run, CPM or RENY? Again, I'm confused in between the two. Look at your aptitude. RUI job for MBAs would be mostly managing things. You can get into marketing, you can get into the mostly it will be a marketing job for you, and very little construction there, because by the time you award the work, then the CPM takes over. So obviously you'll have to just choose between the two. What is your aptitude, and go accordingly. Um, Oh, what's happening? Sorry. Okay. Ashutosh again. I am a civil engineer with 1 year of experience in pavement design. Now, that's okay. 1 year of experience will give you something, when we teach you, or when we teach you in the class, perhaps you'll be able to relate some of your experience with the teachings or with the curriculum. So it will help you for sure. So no issue on that. Kaushal, what is the difference between MBA in CPM and postgraduate program in CPM? No, MBA is a postgraduate program, so there is no difference between the two. No. Siddheshwar, sir, I am any scope for MS in construction management? See, don't get confused. When we say MBA in construction project management, it's a techno-managerial degree. Um, Whereas MS is a purely technical. Of course, you can say MS in construction management if you're talking about the degree which is postgraduate degree which is being given by IIT Delhi. I can say that their orientation is much more towards the technology, towards the technical side than the management side. So that's the difference. Anjali, uh, what is more preferable, MBA or MTech? Again, Anjali, you will have to look at yourself. What is your aptitude? What exactly you're looking for in your life? MTech gives you the technical skill. Either after MTech you can do PhD, you can go in for a teaching, and your line is entirely different. Whereas if you do MBA, and that too in a project management or any one of these streams, you are a construction professional. And therefore, there is a very distinct difference between MBA and MTech. Look at your flair and decide for yourself. Next is currently I am preparing for. Again, sorry. Okay. Pushpak again. You spoke a big data. Is it available in your college? As also a civil engineer should go in for a big data course. Big data is something of tomorrow. I'm not saying big data is being taught in a big way here. No, but there are elective courses you can choose, and you will get to know what is big data. And big data is nothing but the kind of a gigantic data which is being generated. How do you analyze them? So MBA and big data analysis, they're two different things. Don't get confused. And we in our institute, we may not give you a whole lot of details on the big data as such. What is better to do construction project management from India or any other country? Again, Ravi, it's your choice. The cost of degree here, as I said, MBA in construction management from RICS SBE gives you a global degree, and which has a global recognition. You become a student member of RICS. Thereafter, if you continue pursuing their curriculum in 5 years, you'll become their member, and thereafter you have a global membership. Now, I wouldn't like to say which one is right, which one is not right. Here, the cost of our degree may be around 8 to 9 lakhs. How much is that? Something like that. And if you go abroad, of course, the cost will be multifold. As far as the curriculum is concerned, I have already covered that we have the same global curriculum. What is the scope after doing construction management? What is the placement opportunity in RICS? And is it necessary to be experienced before applying? Sanjeev, as I said earlier, it is not necessary to have experience. It is good if you have experience, because then it is good for you that you will be able to grasp things very quickly, and maybe it may help you to have the clarity. But even if you do not have experience, you can, if you are fresh from the college, you can join CPM, you can join the postgraduate program here, MBA program here in RICS SB, and you will not compromise or lose anything on that account. Okay. Deepak, I'm doing a job as a civil engineer. Absolutely fine. If you're doing it, of course, you'll have to leave the job and for 2 years and come here. There are many people who leave their job, come here, do their MBA, go back to their job. So absolutely, there is no bar in your coming and doing your MBA here. Deepak Malik, can I do MBA now? Yes, of course you can, Deepak. Uh, but for 2 years, you will have to either take leave or you'll have to resign that job. Next. Push Patel, why should I choose NICMAR ACM over RICS? See, I would like to compare the two degrees. We talked about RICS-SB, that we have a RICS accredited curriculum. It's a global degree. And NICMAR, they are giving postgraduate diploma, whether right or wrong, it has its own place. I would like to compare the two. Two things are very different, and therefore you can weigh them yourself and then take a view on this. I can only say that MBA any day would give you a better opportunity than postgraduate diploma. What are the career prospects for quantity surveying? I've already covered this. Deepak Malik, क्या आपका इंस्टीट्यूट अच्छा ये अरे फिर ऊपर चले गए यार एक मिनट आई एम सॉरी I'll use this only now, otherwise it's getting mixed up. Sanjeev, I've answered, okay. Nishant Pawar, what are the entrance exams should I give to get into the course? Yes, there are entrance exam. You apply for it. The rest we will take care because you are interviewed here. Your results are seen, and based on that, your selection is done. There is a quick test which we conduct here for you, and so you apply for it, and thereafter we'll take care of these. Okay. Anchal. Okay. Whether the classes are in English or Hindi, well, it's a RICS, it's accredited course. Classes are held in English, but all our teachers, if you're not, obviously you'll have to be very fluent in English if you are going to do your MBA. But nonetheless, Hindi is something which we are always comfortable, and it comes handy for our teachers to make you explain in Hindi. That should not be an issue. Thanks a lot. Are there any startup opportunity in the country? Of course, when we teach you the degree of MBA, not only you are good to get into a job, you're also good enough to become a entrepreneur, and you can start your own industry if you wish to. You get to know all about the industry, construction industry. So yes, answer is yes. Rohit, how is construction management courses in RICS different from this? I have answered. MBA in construction management fees. Fees, you can go to our site, you'll get the detail. I don't have the detail. Upendra, I want to know this year placement and what is the average package. See, the placement we have done, MBA RUI placement is done 95%. MBA CPM placement so far is done about 78%. MBA infrastructure management, again, MBA in CQS, we have done about 90% of placement. So placements are all done. Packages, I don't have the figure here, but 30% of our students are placed abroad. I can say that, and therefore, obviously, the packages would be high there. Hi, sir. What kind of accreditation will I get from RICS? Will it be easy for me to get membership from RICS after completing this course? To get the full-fledged membership of RICS, you will need to have put in at least 5 years of your job. But we can do the hand-holding, and it helps you If you're MBA in construction management, we can do the hand holding and see you through up to the membership. Sure. Is a geographic information system good career for civil engineers? Again, I'll not answer this question because again, geographic information, it depends on your aptitude. What would you like to do in your career? Can I get admission in RICS through GATE 2000? If you have GATE 2017 score, you need not worry. That obviously will be recognized, and you will be you can hope to get admission here. How to bid a tender? When you join us, we'll tell you how to bid a tender. What are the outcome of CPM? Outcomes, as I talked about, CPM courses, project management courses. It's a holistic training, and that is given to you, covering all the aspects of the construction project management. Sumit, what work we start in construction work? Well, construction work starts with the planning. And so anyway, procedure for admission. Get into the net, you'll get the detail. Any book of of construction management book will give you, when you join us, we'll give you the complete list of books that we recommend. Can someone having done MBA in construction management handle infrastructure project? Infrastructure project, infrastructure project when it is under implementation, yes. When it comes to the infrastructure project planning, a little bit, yes. But why not? If you would like to get into the infrastructure project, do an MBA in infrastructure. And MBA construction project management will work in the area of real estate, can work in the area of project management, can also work in the area of infrastructure implementation. What is the difference between Mumbai and Noida campus? We have a Mumbai campus, which we have started. We are going to start from this summer. Noida campus, we have had it. Two of our batches have already passed. And therefore we are in the 4th year now, and therefore it's the same curriculum we are going to teach here and there. So make a choice. What is better to do, construction project management from India or any other country? This I have answered already. MBA is better or MTech? This I have also answered. Does RICS offer a foreign semester study? Yes. We have the tie-up with Salford University, where in the 3rd semester we have an exchange program. There you go and spend a semester there, but you get a degree here only, degree of RICS SB. Which computer software will you teach us in our diploma course in 1 year? I'm sorry, I think you send a mail, or this answer I can try and get you from the facility management. I'm not sure which kind of a software do they teach you in the facility management. I'll be able to mail this answer back to you. I'm a civil engineer. Should I do this big data course? Well, your choice, Shubham. I will not like to impact your decision on this. Nishant, what would be my career path on choosing this course? The entire world is open to you. The entire construction world is open to you after you do your MBA from here. What is the major difference between infrastructure management and CPM? I've covered this answer, so I'll not answer again. Sir, answer my question. I'm sorry, Sanjeev, if I have missed your question. Can you put your question back again so that I don't have to go back? Can you mail the syllabus for that on Mihir? I'm sorry, we will not be able to mail you the syllabus because this is something which is not done. Our curriculum is our curriculum. You join us, then you get a syllabus or curriculum semester wise. Arif Mohammed, What is previous year's placement percentage and which companies are they were they placed? Previous year's placement was 100%, and I won't be able to give you the details which companies. Uh, Prateek, sir, I am looking to settle. We are now going to the end. Sir, I'm looking to settle outside India in USA. So, is MBA beneficial uh, for that, or should I go for MS? Choice is yours. This MBA degree that we are giving you is going to be a global degree, recognized, well recognized in the US. But again, this decision has to be yours. Raj, what software will you teach in MBA courses? Uh, See, software, all planning softwares are a part of it. Even executions, we have all MS Project, Primavera, Revit, uh, all these Lavis work. So you'll get a whole lot of tools which will be covered here, which you will be using in your execution. Sheikh, I'm RCC structure design engineer. I I want. Do you have any student exchange program in foreign university for CPM? I have answered this. Salford University. Hi, sir. What is the difference between MBA in CPM and postgraduate? This I have answered already. Kindly share with us the placement number that you mentioned a while ago. Okay, I did mention this to you. This year's placement records are like this. We have MBA RUI, placement is 95%. We have MBA CPM, placement so far is 77.69%. MBA CQS, we have a placement 90.91%. MBA Infrastructure Management, we have 33.3%. MBA RUI, we have 85.71%. BBA Construction Management, we have 38 point. Of course, BBA is not the course here. PC Diploma in Facility Management, we've done 100% placement. So that's the placement record that we have. These are all covered. Omar, Kush Patel, which course more helpful? Which course would be more helpful if one wants to start a business? Surely both MBA CPM as well as MBA RUI would give you the in linking, and thereafter, depending upon your aptitude, you can take up your career accordingly. Omar, what is the probability of getting placed after MBA in CQS? Probability is very high. Again, Omar, it all depends on you. Let's say that you come up with a very high percentage of CGPA, obviously, and you do well. You coordinate well with our faculty members here, and you acquire all the skills. People will pick you up. So it again, not just getting the admission assures you the placement. How you apply yourself during the course, that also matters a lot, and therefore it all depends on you. I want to get placed and work abroad, so this I've answered earlier. Anjali, I've done this. So there ends, I think this ends the webinar. Thank you very much for participating. Should you still have any query, you can always write to us. We'll try and get back to you. And therefore, again, we are looking forward that some of you would come and join us and then see it for yourself, whatever that I have shared with you, how far that is true. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.